Hello friends, welcome back to Nit with Bioscience. We are talking about very important topic of lipid metabolism, that is de novo synthesis of fatty acids. What is de novo synthesis of fatty acid? Means synthesis of new fatty acids by our body. And when this process will take place, whenever there is an excess of carbohydrates and the proteins that we consume from food, so that is converted into fatty acid and which will ultimately stored into triglyceride in the form of triglyceride. So this conversion or the synthesis from carbohydrate or protein into fatty acid, that is known as a de novo synthesis of fatty acid, that we discussed in the introductory class. And also we had seen the site for de novo synthesis, it is a cytoplasm, and mainly it takes place in the liver and adipose tissue. Alright, and what are the requirements from where this will take place? It is, the synthesis will take place, or the raw material which is mainly required, it is acetyl CoA and NADPH. Apart from ATP and carbon dioxide also required. So this is all we had discussed in our introductory class. Now we are with everything. Site is there, raw material is there. Now we have to synthesize. So for synthesis, for example, if in a factory we are synthesizing in a fatty acids, so what we need now? We need workers who will synthesize it, and that worker in our biological systems are known as the enzymes. Okay, so for this fatty acid synthesis, the enzymes which is required, these are present in the form of complex which is known as a fatty acid synthase complex, and that is our today's class of discussion. Is we will talk about fatty acid synthase complex. This thing is important, complex. Why we are saying this as a complex? Because this is present in a form of a multi-enzyme complex. Okay, multi-enzyme complex having the 7 enzymatic subunits and 1 acyl carrier protein is present. So together this is present in a single polypeptide chain. Okay, therefore it is known as a multi-enzyme complex which is synthesized from the same gene. Multi-enzyme complex means in a single polypeptide chains having the various enzymatic activity, and like beta oxidation we had discussed, separate enzymes are required. So that is the difference between beta oxidation and fatty acid. One of the difference that it is a, suppose this is single polypeptide chain, so having the 7 enzymatic activity on the same polypeptide chain, different enzymatic activity on the same polypeptide chain. So therefore it is present in the form of a complex, while in the beta oxidation separate enzymes are required which carries out the reaction one after another. So here 7 enzymatic reactions, or sorry, 7 enzymatic activities are present on a single polypeptide chain. This enzyme, fatty acid synthase complex, it is present in a form of a dimer. Means suppose this is a one monomer, second monomer is also there having the same 7 enzymatic activity and 1 acyl carrier protein. So in the form of a dimer, only this is active. Active means in the form of dimer only this can synthesize the fatty acid. Okay, so this multi-enzyme complex, it is present in the form of a dimer. Means 2 complexes are present together. So that is important. It is present in the form of a dimer. These 7 enzymes, these are present in a anti-parallel orientation. Let's see how. 7 enzymatic activities are there. First is a ketoacyl synthase. 7 enzymes are there, 1 acyl carrier protein. So one by one we will name and then we will share the mnemonics how to remember. So ketoacyl synthase. Second is the acetyl transacylase. Third is malonyl transacylase. Then dehydratase, enoyl reductase, ketoacyl reductase, acyl carrier protein and thioesterase. Okay, so these are the 3 domains of one monomer. There are 7 enzymes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 enzymes, 1 acyl carrier protein. So this is one monomer. One monomer has a 3 domains. Let's see, just before directly remembering the names and everything, first we will have the rough idea what will happen. Suppose in a factory, if the product is going to synthesize. So what will happen? First it will go into one section, yeah, some processing will take place, then into another section, packaging and everything will take place, then into final section, labeling and all, or the releasing of the product. Yeah, so same way this is a one factory having the various domain. Okay, so in that domain, from the acetyl CoA, NADPH and various other raw materials, this fatty acid synthesis will take place, and mostly we had discussed that the most common fatty acid synthesis which takes place in our body, it is a palmitic acid, which is a 16 carbon compound saturated fatty acid. So mostly we are going to see how the palmitic acid synthesis will take place here. So one monomer have the three domain, three different section. Okay, so the first domain is a condensing domain having the three enzymes. This is condensing domain. Second, with acyl carrier protein, it is a reducing domain. And this thioesterase, this is a releasing domain. Okay, so this is about the one monomer having the 7 enzymes, 1 acyl carrier proteins, and the 3 domains, means activities are divided into 3 domains. Acyl carrier proteins has a 4' phosphopentathene to which sulfhydryl group is present, and here in the first enzymes, that is ketoacyl synthase, cysteine amino acid has a sulfhydryl group. Okay, same way another monomer is also present, but it is in a anti-parallel nature. Okay, we had discussed that fatty acid synthase complex, it is active in the form of dimer only. So dimer means 2 monomers will be there. So second monomer will be also there, but the orientation is anti-parallel. So anti-parallel means from here the enzymes are present. So orientations will be like first ketoacyl synthase, then acetyl transacylase, malonyl transacylase. This is the first domain. Then dehydratase, enoyl reductase, ketoacyl reductase, acyl carrier protein, and thioesterase. So this is releasing domain. Condensing domain, reducing domain, and releasing domain, same way. The same way the first monomer is there, second monomer is also there, but it is in a anti-parallel nature. Okay, this is also having the same. And what we had discussed, that first the ketoacyl group has a cysteine to which sulfhydryl group is there. So sulfhydryl group from this acyl carrier proteins, phosphopentathene has a sulfhydryl group, ketoacyl has a cysteine which is also has a sulfhydryl group. So the conformation is like that, they are present in a close proximity, the sulfhydryl group from the first monomer and sulfhydryl group from the second monomers. So orientation is like that, they are present in a close proximity. So same way here it is also takes place. So acyl carrier protein has a 4' phosphopentathene which is also has a sulfhydryl group. So orientation, the enzymatic orientations will be like that. So these two sulfhydryl group which is present in a close proximity, and here the binding or the elongation of the fatty acid chain will take place here. That we will see when we discuss the actual process. Okay, so that way this fatty acid synthase complex, it has a 2 subunit. So this line represent the subunit division. This is the first division, this is the second division. Okay, this is about the structural thing, but functionally this is active, means half of the enzymatic domain will interact with the other half of the monomer, first monomer, second monomer, and that way together it is active. See, if we look at the what I am trying to say, if we just look at the one monomer, so one monomer has all 7 enzymes, but it is not active. Yeah, it will not synthesize fatty acid. To synthesize fatty acid, first half of the first monomer will interact with the second half of the second monomer, and that way it will make the one functional unit. So that is how it has a two functional domain. This will interact with the first half of this second monomer. So these three enzymes, these four enzymes, it will make the one functional unit. Here also these three enzymes and here four enzymes along with acyl carrier proteins, it will make the another functional unit. So that way the fatty acid synthase has a two functional unit. This is suppose this part, this half, it is the first functional unit, this is the second functional unit. So that way simultaneously in a both functional unit fatty acid synthesis will takes place. Okay, are you getting what is happening? We are talking about the fatty acid synthase complex. Fatty acid synthase, it is a dimer having the two monomer. One monomer has a 7 enzymes and one acyl carrier protein. So that is one monomer. Second monomer is also 7 enzymes, one acyl carrier proteins, but it is present in a antiparallel orientation. It is in an antiparallel direction. Okay, and to become the functionally active, first 3 enzymes will interact with the 4 enzymes of the other subunit. So that way it will become the one functional unit, and here also 3 enzymes plus 4 enzymes of other, it will combine together to make the another functional subunit. Okay, so this is about the fatty acid synthase complex. Okay, yeah, one more thing I would like to mention here, how to remember the name of these enzymes. The first things, I will share the one mnemonics, and the second when we learn about the process. So by going through the process, you can remember, after remembering these steps, second step, third step, so that will also helpful to remember the name of the enzymes. Right now, I will share one mnemonics which I found on the Google, and I find it very easy. You can have your own mnemonics as well. So we'll take the initial KAM, DE, KAT. Calm, they, cat, which we can pronounce for pronunciation purpose only. Calm the cat. Okay, calm the cat would be pronunciation, but the spelling would be KAMDEKAT. So ketoacyl synthase, acetyl transacylase, malonyl transacylase, dehydrogenase, enoyl reductase, ketoacyl synthase, acyl carrier protein, and thioesterase. So this way it will be helpful to you to remember all the 7 enzymes of this fatty acid synthase complex. Okay, so I think everything is clear. Next class we will discuss the process how the fatty acid synthesis will takes place. Okay, thank you.